So the game I'm playing today is called SSX 3. Now, SSX 3 is one of my most favorite games of all time, and it is my most favorite snowboarding game. I remember sinking countless hours into the GameCube version of this game. But as you can obviously tell from the pixelated title screen, the pixelated snowflakes, and the slightly bit-crushed but still horribly looped version of Go by Andy Hunter playing in the background, I'm not playing the GameCube version. I'm actually playing the Game Boy Advance version. And why am I playing the GBA version? Well, when I was about 12 years old, I discovered that there was, in fact, a handheld version of SSX3 released for the Game Boy Advance. And I never actually played it, and I've had a ROM file of the GBA version of SSX3 on my laptop for almost 5 years now, but I never actually tried playing this. So yesterday in my spare time, because I didn't have enough time to record any videos yesterday, sorry about that by the way, but in my spare time, I tried playing SSX3 for a few minutes, the Game Boy Advance version obviously, and I don't know, this version of the game is interesting. It's not bad, but it's not very good either, and to be honest, I can't really explain it to you guys without actually showing you what this version of the game is like, so let's just get right into things here. So, this is the title screen. As you can see, it's very different from the GameCube version. We do have the Nintendo GameCube link here, but not like I can use it anyway, because I'm playing this on an emulator. We do have options. Normally I would disable the music, since this game still technically contains copyrighted music, but because the music in this game is very bit-crushed, I'm curious as to whether or not YouTube's Content ID system will actually pick up the music playing. I don't know, I'm very curious, so I think for now I'm just going to leave it on. We still have Conquer the Mountain here, but I don't think I'm going to go to that. I can't go to multiplayer mode. I think I'm just going to go to quick play for now. So we still have all the characters here, at least most of them. So, everyone's still here, the entire lineup. I don't remember who the unlockable characters were, or if you can unlock characters. I don't know, I don't remember much about SSX3, honestly. But, I've always been a fan of Griff, honestly, whenever I played SSX3, and, wow, his face looks horrendous in this game. I mean, look at that. Actually, his entire body looks horrendous, but that's just the Game Boy Advance. Limitations of the Game Boy Advance, unfortunately. He barely even has a face, I mean, look at that. But anyway, you can equip your character, although I can't equip him with anything because I didn't unlock anything. Got the writer profile. He's 13. He's 13? Okay, well, I remember in the GameCube version it said he was 12, but apparently in the Game Boy Advance version he's 13 for some reason. I don't know why they changed that, but okay. I did not notice that. So this is the soundtrack for the Game Boy Advance version. So the entire soundtrack is in here, just a few select songs. Most of them sound pretty good for the Game Boy Advance, but others just sound incredibly bit-crushed, like Screw Up, for instance. But, yeah, you still have, some songs here. I especially like, Ride by Deep Sky. Like, that song sounds really good for Game Boy Advance standards. Anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling now. We're just gonna get to the Snow Jam race right here. Alright, so Snow Jam. Race against the other riders to the finish, pull off tricks to gain boost. You can boost by pressing the B button, knock down the other riders to gain boost. Let's do it then. Alright, here we go. Yep, this is the Game Boy Advance version of SSX3 right here, everyone. It looks amazing, doesn't it? I mean, this still looks pretty amazing for the Game Boy Advance, but yeah, when compared to the GameCube and PlayStation 2 and Xbox versions of the game, yeah, it doesn't look very, very good, honestly. Anyway, you can perform some tricks right here. There we go. Just did a method. So you can perform okay, I think I crashed into something. So you can perform tricks by pressing the A and B buttons. Press the A button to jump like this. And wow, you get a lot of airtime. Also, try not to crash into the trees or the rocks, because that will end up knocking you down. But yeah, this looks amazing for the Game Boy Advance, but when compared to the other versions of the game, it looks awful, honestly. So, A button. Press the A button, you can perform an indie. B button, you can perform a mute. Yep. And then A and B button together is to perform the method. Give me the speed boost. Give me the lightning bolt. There we go. Just get a speed boost right here. Without having to waste any of my boost. Let me try using some of my boost here. Gotta try to pass everyone. Oh jeez. Oh, watch out! And, oh. Okay. Something happened there. Yeah, that's another thing. The graphics in this game do occasionally freak out at times. I don't know why, but they just do for some reason. Not really anything I can do about it. Wow, I just crashed into a tree and I got launched like 20 feet into the air. Amazing. You get out of here. What the heck are you doing? Yeah, you can press these buttons to punch people. Come here. Come here! Oh my goodness. What is going on? The characters are just like spazzing out here. Game Boy Advance can't handle this. Alright, I have no boost, so I really need to perform some tricks here. Also, the frame rate in this game is awful. So, just wanted to point that out. I do a 180 there. Got a boost here. Come on. I tripped over something. May have been a tree. I have no idea. Alright, come on here. Gotta jump. Okay. Well, I know for a fact that I definitely jumped. Okay, jump right here. Perform the indie. Well, I got a 2x combo. Actually, you have to hold the indie for a little while for it to be counted. Oh wait, no, that was mute. Oops. This is an indie. Hey! Grab the board. There we go. I'm not really sure how to perform any other tricks, I'm sorry. Of course, I can do the grinding just like that. So that's good at least. And I can rotate while on the bars right here. So there we go. So yeah, just gotta get down to the mountain here. That's basically the point of the races. Also, I find that the tracks take much longer to complete in this version of the game than they do in the GameCube version. That's probably because of the game's terrible frame rate. But it could also be because they are much longer. I have no idea. And most of the sound effects from the GameCube version are in this version of the game. And again, the sound effects sound pretty good for the Game Boy Advance. Pretty much all the sounds in this game are really good for Game Boy Advance. I was thinking they'd be more bit crushed, but they aren't, surprisingly. It's pretty awesome. So there are some good things about this version of the game. But there's also quite a few bad things about it, like the graphics, for instance. I mean, the graphics are still amazing for the Game Boy Advance, but they freak out way too often, I find. So, the GameCube obviously doesn't do that. Nor does the other versions of the game. I tried doing this indie. Yeah! Get those spins! Gotta spin to win. Although I'm not winning right now, I'm in last place, darn it. Okay, gotta use my boost here. I need to catch up to everyone. Come on. Gotta get this boost. Speeding through this course at 120 km/h. Gotta avoid the trees being thrown at me. And get the lightning bolt. Go even faster, there we go. 132 km/h. I'm just trying to catch up to everyone here, come on. How you doing? You're going pretty slow. Alright. Just wasted all my boost here. Just trying to catch up to everyone. Let me see if I can perform a trick. Yeah. Alright. There you go. I know you can also do front flips and back flips, but I don't know, the timing seems to be weird. You have to be very precise with the landing of your front flips and back flips in order for it to count, otherwise you just fall. I don't really understand it. Well, I think that was Elise. Elise fell for some reason. I don't think she was even anywhere near that tree. Alright, okay, you just crash into a boulder. Oh god, okay. You crash into a tree stump here. So many things to avoid. Alright, well at least I'm in third place. It's better than being in last. Also, I think in the GameCube version, you're racing against 5 opponents. In this version, you're only racing against 4. Again, it's probably because of the Game Boy Advance standards. Probably can't handle it. Also, why did I just slow down randomly? Alright, well that was good right there. That was good. I finished in last. So, well, at least I still got a good time, I guess. Everyone else finished pretty close, actually. Alright, let's go to Dysfunction Junction next. And actually, 5.5 minutes was not a good time at all, because it said at the beginning that the best time was like 2 minutes and 58 seconds. So nobody got a good time. I don't know, maybe it's because of the game's terrible frame rate. It's gotta be. Or is the game, like, the reason the frame rate is so crappy is because of the emulator? Like, I don't really know, honestly. I have no idea if, like, this lag occurs on, like, a real Game Boy Advance, or it occurs on emulators. Like, I don't know. I'm not sure if this only occurs on emulators, or if it does occur on a real Game Boy Advance. Now, Dysfunction Junction is where the graphics really start to freak out. Because I can never tell where exactly I'm landing, because whenever I go off the half pipe right here, the graphics completely freak out. Like, look at this. It doesn't even look like I'm going up the slope. It looks like I'm going inside the slope, honestly. That's what this looks like. See? I'm not even sure what's happening here. Oh my goodness, okay. Well, I guess I'm doing good here. Let me try getting some other tricks in here. I have no idea what I'm even doing right now. But I'm getting a lot of airtime. Well, this is pretty simple right here. Just gotta get as much points as possible within the time limit. How do I perform the Uber tricks? Is there any way at all? Let me try pressing some of the other buttons. Oh wait, this is different. I'm pressing these buttons right here. What did I just do? Oh, a nose grab. Okay. Oh. Okay. Well, I just did that. Oh, that's how I do the front flips. Yeah, but I could also... Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't... Okay, now the graphics are just completely spazzing out. I don't even know what's happening. Okay. Well, I have no clue whether or not I did well. I don't know what Griff is even doing. Okay then. Yeah, this is pretty bad. It seems as though this is like the only track where the graphics do that. Like the Game Boy Advance just cannot handle this. Cannot handle the sheer awesomeness that is SSX 3. Well, it's not like these graphics are really awesome anyway. I mean, I did say they were pretty amazing for the Game Boy Advance, but looking back at it now, holy jeez, they were extremely pixelated. So, they're not that good. And I think the last track we're gonna try out here is the R&B track. Yeah, this is the Slopestyle track right here. Yeah. There's also a Peak 2, but I didn't unlock anything on Peak 2 yet. Nor do I plan on unlocking anything on Peak 2. I'm only making one video of this game anyway. Even if I was playing the GameCube version, I'd probably still only make one video of it, but... Yeah, collect bonus multipliers to get more points. 2 times trick multipliers are the green X's, the blue X's are times 3 multipliers, red X's are times 5 multipliers, and gray X's are times 10. Let's do it. Alright, so this is going to be the last track I play here. And here's Ride by Deep Sky. Again, like I said, sounds pretty good for Game Boy Advance, honestly. And I'm really curious as to whether or not this... I'm gonna get, like, matched third-party content on this video because of the music. I mean, it is copyrighted music, and normally I would just disable it, but... It sounds very bit-crushed, so maybe it won't detect it because of that. Maybe it's too bit-crushed. I have no clue. We'll see after I upload this video here. Alright. Also, this track has a time limit here, so I gotta hurry up. Well, I don't have to hurry up. It gives me a lot of time, but gotta go fast. Alright, let me just get some multipliers here. Okay, I'm doing that. Okay, I think I landed the backflip. Pretty sure I landed the backflip. Hey! Get some air! Yeah! Alright, get this rail. Yes! Gotta spin on the rail. Sprint on the rail. Sure. Oh god, I landed on the rocks. Am I okay? I couldn't even tell because the game was freaking out. Okay. But yeah, I am okay. Let me use some boost here. Get on the log. You can grind on the logs too. Oh god. Oh, am I dead? No? I'm hitting an invisible wall? Okay. Well, I survived, so all thanks to the invisible wall. There we go. Get some multipliers. There we go. Oh, that's a stale fish. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know how to perform the other tricks here. I don't know all of this game's controls. Alright. At least I'm getting some points here. Probably not a very good score, but got a 5 times multiplier. Got a bunch of points from that. They go off this rail here. Don't know why the camera's pointing downwards. I can't even see anything. There we go. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of points there. That's good. Get this. 2 times multiplier. Get some more points in there. Alright. We can just perform some 180s right here to get more points. There we go. Wait, let me try spinning the other way. Need to get enough speed here. Actually be able to jump high enough. Let me just use my boost. There we go. I don't even know where I am right now. There we go. Hit the jump. Yes! Alright. Somehow I didn't hit that tree. Oh. Darn it, I missed the rail. Let me try this here. Also, why did I say rail? I meant log. Even though you can grind on them. Come here. Doesn't even look like I'm on the rail. That's what I mean. Even never mind. I'm just gonna stop rambling here. Yeah, I do apologize if I have been rambling about this game for the most part, but it's just that I have a lot to say about this version of the game. And SSX3 is a game I played a lot when I was much younger, and I grew up playing the GameCube version of the game, so seeing the game on the Game Boy Advance for the first time is a entirely new experience for me. And yes, it looks pretty awful, but it's still a very interesting version of the game indeed. And like I said, it's not bad, but it's not very good either. Like, there's plenty of graphical oddities in this game, but it plays pretty decently overall. So, it's playable at least. And, as I've mentioned a long time ago, if a game is playable, then the graphics in the game don't really matter. Like, it doesn't really matter if the game has terrible graphics as long as it plays well. And this one does, and even though this looks amazing for the Game Boy Advance, I think the graphics really pale in comparison to the other versions of the game. Like, the GameCube, PS2, and Xbox versions of this game have so much better graphics. But I would go as far as to say that this is playable. I mean, the Game Boy Advance version didn't get that many good reviews. It got mostly mixed reviews, probably because of its graphics or also the way it plays. But it's decent. It's decent. So that's all I really have to say about it. Let's just try to complete this course here and then end this video. I don't know how much more we have left of this course. I think we're coming up to the end right now, actually. There we go. I perform one more trick before we make it to the end. Hey! Yep, there we go. Get some more points in there. Alright, so did I get a good score, or did I get a terrible score? Probably terrible. Yep, terrible. I'm in last place. I didn't win. Try again. Well, forget you then. I'm not trying this again. I'm done for now. So there you go, guys. That's the Game Boy Advance version of SSX3. This is definitely an interesting version of the game, and I would go as far to say is that this version is playable, even though I personally still think it's the worst version of the game, just in terms of graphics and overall gameplay. Like, the frame rate, for one thing, is terrible. The frame rate in the GameCube version of SSX3 is like 60 frames constantly. But yeah, the Game Boy Advance version does tend to lag a lot, but I'd still go as far as to say that this is playable. This version of the game is playable, but I still think that this version of the game is technically the worst version, so if you are planning on picking up a copy of SSX3, I would recommend getting, like, the GameCube, PlayStation 2, or Xbox versions, whichever one you like, but not the Game Boy Advance version. Because even though it does play well, I don't think it's a really good version of the game, and like I said, it's not bad, but it's not very good either, so maybe get the GameCube version instead. But anyway, I'm done for now, and I'm sorry if this video was mostly just rambling, but I had a lot to say about this version of the game, so I'm sorry. Anyway, hope you guys still enjoyed the video anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video I make. Later.